Everyone, it's I came back actually with another Chicago Lost update video. We're going to be talking about this month in Chicago Lost as well as a couple of other things. So, without further ado, let's get on with this. So, first up, the Dawn. First up, they talk about the Dawn Chicago raid event is here, which gives us humanoid Beguardsummer. And holy, oh man, if they did anyone better, yeah, humanoid Beguardsummer is insane, to put it bluntly. I mean, we already went over Galvanot just to show off, which her skills are great, but to show off humanoid Beguardsummer, well, here's the stuff. Ancient Tempest deals one hit of 2300 wind damage to enemies in a line, raises the drag gauge by 35 DP if the attack connects. And then there's Catastrophic Blast, which deals 4 hits of 700% wind damage to enemies directly ahead and inflicts Storm Lash for 21 seconds, dealing 31% damage every 2.9 seconds with 110% chance. So he's a free unit that we get from the current raid event that is also a Storm Slash Inflictor. He's got Skill Haste, Dragon Haste, and then here's his abilities. He's got Bog Res, and he's also got Shapeshift Prep. But then Windworm's Nature. When Shapeshift, the user will transform into Beguardsummer, regardless of what dragon they are equipped with. Also adds 18% to the modifier applied to damage when in dragon form. Wow, that does a lot of damage. Yeah, so he's a literal powerhouse. Most of his damage does come from the dragon damage, as you can see here. That is, to put it bluntly, point out. Putting it out there, so let me say 27,417 plus 17,116. Yeah, about 44,533. So if you take that off of his current thing, which, yeah, he only does about in his regular form, he only does about 48,199. So, yeah, but he is a great, powerful unit. He's got good uses, and of course he went Galvanot because combo equals Shapeshift Prep. So, yeah, moving on. Yeah, there's a couple other things. They also talk about Galvanot and her Shapeshift gauge, which Galvanot is also a great unit. She's not as... Oh, yeah, this is the one thing. Yeah, this is the one thing. All the characters are... Yeah, it's also April Fool's, so the DPS sim is switch out the characters what they look like. But yeah, Galvanot is also an incredibly powerful person. Not as powerful as say Humanoid Beguardsummer, but she's still great, and she's got her own. She's also good at utility, but that's also because Dragon Damage doesn't work on Metamorphosis. If it did, she would be, yeah. To put it bluntly, well, the only reason why I'm saying this is because of yeah, she's a very strong unit. The only way that she would, like, she wouldn't be as broken as say Tiki would be with dragon damage, because the one reason why Tiki should not have dragon damage, just to, let's see, where is she? I know she's in here. Is this her? Yeah, that's her. The only reason why Tiki shouldn't is because, well, I mean, look at Tiki's kit. It's mostly because she's a frostbite inflictor that can do heavy damage, which is good, but she stays, which everything is good about this. The main reason why they can't really give it to her is because of this Dragon Scion, which basically makes it where she reduces damage in half. So she would be, yeah, Scalanot would still be kind of kind of overpowered, but not nearly as much as Tiki, mostly because of the fact that she doesn't have the reduced damage. But yeah. Oh, and Miriam, of course. Going over to Miriam. Miriam is definitely an interesting case. She's a buffing attack. Her second skill is strong, but it takes a while to charge up. But yeah, her whole thing is been around the strength amp, which she's not the best, but she's good at what she does. She will be used. She's going to be, though. I'll tell you this. When we get the next fight, whenever we get whenever the next whenever the Rise of Sinister Dominion, whenever they debut one where you need wind element in one of the phases, whether it's in the Master Fight alone or all three of them, she's gonna be more use. She's gonna see a lot more use because she's a buff unit that isn't affected by the curse. But yeah. So Miriam is there. The Vagabond Pupper event is back for good, and this time you could take pictures, which is great. Though it's kind of hard to deal with that. So, yeah. Anyway, plans for this month. Anyway, yeah, there's a lot, but it's good. There's actually talking about that. There's a screenshot sharing event where and you could possibly win 25,000 Wormrite as a result. There's 6 winners. So yeah, and if you want to know when, you have until April 4th to submit it. Between now and April 4th. Well, April 5th for people on the East. April 4th at 10:59 p.m. Essentially, the reset before the one on April 4th or April 5th, depending on which time zone you're in. Yeah. Anyway, which I love. This event is great, and it's good to see the dragons and stuff. Anyway, plans for this month. Alberius and Dragon Heist Athonius will be featured in a pie showcase starting on reset tonight. I will be putting out a video for that as well, and I'm also going to be putting out today. I'm going to be putting out my 2 summoning videos I have. My 2 full summoning videos I have ready for this. Anyway. There's more. There's Timet. First off, so yeah, there's that. They also talk about the Trials of the Mighty, which will debut on April 7th at 2 a.m. Well, that's for the East Coast. Essentially, the reset on either the 6th or the 7th. Yes, and you'll be challenged with taking on various bosses with a team of 1 or more predetermined elements and weapon types. So you have to have a specific element, and clear these quests to earn rewards from the daily bonus, like materials for unlocking the mana spirals of certain adventures, Nature's Blessing, and fortifying dragon skills. If you miss out on earning a daily bonus, you'll be able to earn them retroactively for up to 3 days. So don't fret if you need to miss a day or two if playing. But yes, you can only miss 2 days to get all the rewards. If you miss any more than that, then those ones won't get added. That said, please keep in mind that the reward each daily bonus depends on the boss who is available to battle on that particular day. Additional bosses will be available in the future, and existing bosses will make routine appearances. Materials for unlocking mana spirals will be available from the daily bonus in April for certain Gala Dragalia adventures, and set materials for additional adventures, including those without a Gala Dragalia version, will be available in the future. So that's going to be good. We're going to I guess this is how we're going to unlock mana spirals for other adventures that don't have them yet. But first we're going to the Gala ones, which I'm looking forward to. Anyway, first up, Onslaught event will start on April 12th, 2021 at 2 a.m. or April 11th, or depending on your time zone. It looks like this Rough Rider Rancher is going back to school. Okay, why does he look so young? Is this either this is a past version, in which case we might be doing like flashback things, or something else? Anyway, a time attack challenge event pitting you against the Shadow Attuned enemies will be held in late April. Wait, Shadow Attuned? So, wow. I thought we were going to be going after the... What's its name again? I thought we would be going after the light... going after... I thought instead... So that means we're going after Tartarus next. I thought we would be going after... What's her name? What's his name again? I thought we would be going after... Oh man, I'm forgetting his name completely right now. Or her name, Ciela. How far would be Ciela? Would be next. Anyway, part 1 of chapter 19 of the main campaign will be added in late April, with the way to the Fairy Kingdom unbarred. The mysteries surrounding the prince will continue to unravel in parts 1 and 2 of this chapter. As revealed in the latest Dragalia Digest, an event featuring Vania. Okay, so it is going to be a new event, so that's the crossover. And another adventure in Dragon from the Rage of Bahamut game will be held at the end of April. So that's kind of going to be a crossover event. April. Rage of Bahamut at the end of April, which I don't know why they're doing that, because Rage of Bahamut is no longer on the West, is no longer available on the West Coast, on the global. But that isn't, at least in America, but I guess it's for the other people, but yeah. Unless they're bringing it back, that would be interesting. I briefly touched on these points in this episode of Dragalia Digest, but allow me to reiterate and expand upon them here. Players will be able to automatically unlock up to a specific mana node, or even all 5 of an adventurer's mana circles at once. As it stands now, the auto-unlock feature only supports unlocking a single circle at a time, and some nodes need to be manually unlocked. With this change, we hope that it becomes easier to manage your ever-growing roster of adventurers, and we will continue to work on future updates that improve this functionality. Notice I didn't talk about unlocking the mana spirals. That's because that has already been implemented, and I know that for a fact because I used it to fully unbound I used the auto function to fully unbound unbound the mana spiral for Valentine's Hildegard. I know you might think I'm crazy for doing that, but Valentine's Hildegard is literally the second best, or it could be contended to be the best flame wand user flame staff user on flame, because I mean she doesn't get the defense, but that she doesn't get the defense for the HP things that Harley Noah does, but she gives energy, and she also has dispel. She also has like the fastest dispel being just her regular 4-strike. Anyway, with this increasing number of facilities to build and upgrade, it has become harder. Moving on, with this increasing number of facilities to build and upgrade, it has become harder and harder over time demands the sometimes sprawling Harlem. To adjust this difficulty, we plan to add a single screen from which players can view and upgrade all of their facilities, eliminating the need to hunt down individual facilities from the many spread across the entire Kazagrans. That's good. Players will be able to see the teams that others have been using to successfully clear certain high difficulty quests, including those in Advanced Dragon Trails and the Akito Uprising. Let's hope that's going to be the same for the Rise of the Sinister Dominion as well. And check out the combination of adventures, dragons, and wormprints that other players have found most effective, and use these hints to put together a successful team and strategy of your own. We will iterate on the functionality notes over time. For starters, we plan to add a feature that allows you to easily identify the adventurers whom you've used to clear high difficulty quests, as well as a feature that allows you to revisit past story scenes. Main story Chapters up to and including Chapter 21 will continue to be released in halves each month. As the prince and friends delve deeper and deeper into the fairy kingdom, more and more mysteries stand to be revealed. Look forward to seeing new faces and more as the story soldiers on. Those of you who missed the opportunity to recruit Alphonse and Serena to your roster will be happy to learn that the Fire Emblem Lost Heroes and Fire Emblem Kindred Ties events will be made available in the event companion to enjoy at any time in solo play. If you're interested in other Fire Emblem adventures, be sure to check the notification board for upcoming information on returning summon showcases. And yeah. In conclusion, thank you guys for these past playing the game for some or all of the past 2.5 years. And this month they gave us 25,000 L1 and 2 Champions Testament. So that's that one. I talked briefly about the Vagabond Prepper, and yes, the Vagabond Prepper event is back. Also, when I go over some of the other stuff that they did, because we just got another thing that we just got to that mini mercs from this event. We got mini mercs, which mini mercs is okay, just a fun dragon. But the biggest thing that they gave us a new worm print, Holy Worms Advent. This thing is quite possibly one of the best worm prints ever. In terms of dragon, I don't know if this is superior. So, you know how there's dragon damage? So, this decreases the user defense by 50%. That's unfortunate. But here's what it adds. It's for sacrificing you sacrifice 50% of your defense. You get defense 50%, but you basically have a 5-star where you basically have dragon damage of. So let me go over just to. So, you're basically okay, maybe make sure Dragon Haste. You basically have it's basically a combination of of a 5-star Dragon Damage worm print, a 5-star Dragon Gauge Fill Rate Dragon Haste worm print, and a 4-star Dragon Time worm print. 4-star Dragon Time. Yeah, it's essentially such high spirits. Yeah, it's basically the Bridal Dragon, such high spirits, and what was the and Blossoms on the Water's Edge, all wrapped in one, which is phenomenal, and it's cheap to build up and make duplicates of. So yeah, this should be one of your worm prints. I don't know how many people are gonna utilize. I don't know how many of the dragons are gonna change some of their stuff as a result. It is a 5-star worm print, but let's see. The characters that use the most when it comes to dragon damage are. Let's see. It's hard to say who will use this, but it is basically. Yeah. It really depends, cause. Well, let's see what. Yeah, that's the one issue. But yeah, anyway, guys, that's going to be it for this video. If you like this video, please click the like button and leave a comment down below. Also, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, click the notification bell. Other than that, I'll see you guys on the next video, which will be talking about, which will be my summon shook, which will be, actually, I'm going to do the summon showcase, talk about the summon showcase, the prize showcase first, the 2 new units first, and then I will release my 2 videos of my polls. Until then, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.